Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so this is the second video I'm doing. This one's going to be on Dino Rabbit, so let's get right into it for you guys. Of course, 3 Rabbit, 3 Sabersaurs, 3 Cabazals. Shoutouts to White Horse. He was playing DN the other day with a Dino Rabbit deck with no Cabazals, just straight Sabersaurs. He tried. He did win still against people. I don't blame him. But anyway, 3 tour guides and 1 Sangan. Of course, you know that does Rabbit into, you know, Doka or Logia or whatever. Play tour guide, grab tour guide, Levier, grab Rabbit, wash, rinse, repeat. Or just, you know, favorite guy. Zen means so nigga. That's all pretty much self-explanatory. If you know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, you know about that. Gores, no reason not to play this card in every deck ever. It's a game changer. 3 effect Veiler. Once again, this format, you don't have a choice. In my build, I don't run what's his name, Jurak Guaiba, because I feel like whenever I play him, I just get ran over every time. So I stick away from that, and I still found a way, once again, for running so many lights, to incorporate the 2 Thunder Kings into the BLS, which I mean, I don't know, that means BLS is just my shit. Onto the spells. When Dark Hole, it's just good. Book of Moon, it's good. Mind Control, it's good. Monster Reborn, it's good. Heavy Storm, it's good. 3 MSTs, they're good. Good. I play 1 duality, only because with the Thunder Kings and stuff like that, and I don't want to not be able to special summon as often, so it's one of those last chance resorts, like, if I have nothing else going on, I can't play anything else, I'm going to use that duality. Otherwise it will sit in my hand, because I can play the deck with just normal monsters, that's fine. The deck is actually, a lot of people say it's autopilot, and it is. The only time it's autopilot is if you open Rabbit Tour Guide, then it's autopilot. Other than that, do you know how hard it is to win a game with a bunch of 1700 and 1900 beat sticks? Now, I'm not talking about effects like Thunder King. I'm talking about like normal monsters, without Gemini Sparks, without that 1 trap card. It's like a Mirror Force. No, you have to be able to read your opponent's hand and everything. Like, playing with it has made me a better player. I'm not the best out there, nothing like that. It's better than you, nah. But it's just a good deck to play, and it really does help you learn your rulings and shit like that. Because it really does exploit the rules of the game. You know what I'm saying? You can stop certain things, but not all things. So that's what people misinterpret with the deck. I play 1 Lance. I would run 2. I used to run 2, but I traded 1 away. Like I said, I'm just doing the deck profile. So 1 Lance is still fine. I feel like this card is becoming less and less useful because of this format, and because priority is now gone. So it's not really a problem. Main deck 1 Smashing Ground. I should run 2 and take out the Lance, just because of my build, but I don't know. I just like it. It's maybe a poor choice, but it works for me. 1 Pot of Avarice. You need it if you want to do more than just 2 Exceeds a game. It's necessary. I mean, you play it, you drop your Exceeds. That's fine. You get back your normal monsters. That's all you want to happen. You need your normal monsters, and that Gore is back. Because I'm not running the Chalice anymore, the Forbidden Chalice, I'm now running 2 Safe Zones. So instead of me wasting my Logia effect on your Smashing Ground, which a lot of people do, they bait out the Smashing Ground, and then drop the Dark Hole, can't stop it. So this will stop my Doka and shit like that from losing losing what they're there for, to control. So if you play the Smashing Ground, that's fine. Now you're going to have to waste the MST as well, which I'm just going to negate the MST. Now you have to play another card. That's 3 cards on the count of my 2, which is fine for me. Because originally, technically, it's 3 to 3, but as far as negation and what those cards are actually used for, to stop my bottomlesses, to stop some Solemn Mornings and stuff like that, your opponent loses a lot of advantage, a lot of ground in the game. Main deck 2 bottomless in this deck, because its only weakness is big monsters. I can't do anything when you play fucking Light Pulsar. When Light Pulsar hits the field, I'm just like, damn. Here comes this big glowy red bitch. You know who I'm talking about. Goddamn dragon. Some of them bitch. Matter of fact, speaking of these two motherfuckers right here. Bitch asses. But anyway, that's a real problem for this deck. And of course the Solemn Brigade. And a Solemn, Torrential Tribute. I'm bugging. But that's the main deck. Extra deck, very self-explanatory. 2 Dolka. I have a third one for trade if anybody needs it. 2 Logia. 1 Catastrophe. 1 Brio. Because usually most times you play against opponents, they usually have a level 2 sync tuner. Or, you know, something random going on. And level 1s, of course, I can use any of my level 4s with my effect veilers to bring out Catastrophe. Utopia, in this deck I would run 2 and 1 Chaos Utopia, but I don't have them, so just gonna stick with that one. Thunder Charger, I explained it in the last video. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. It's a really good card. If you don't have it, you're doing it wrong. Leviathan, once again, still a good card. 2 Leviair, it's necessary in this deck. You hit Leviair, you reset. That's game. There's nothing your opponent can do. When you go Rabbit, Logia, your opponent just sets a monster and then sets a back row, and you play Tour Guide, you go Leviair, go get Dolka, it's over. That's game. There's no way they're coming back. Like, especially if you set like a Torrential or Solemn Warning. There's just absolutely, or any Solemn period, it's game over, bro. 2 Zen mains, 1 Giga Brilliant, and this game right here, Lava Golem. Well, not Lava Golem, but that's what I like to call him. But Acid Golem. Giga Brilliant is usually played a lot in this deck. People don't really realize it, but if I go, a lot of people don't see this coming. More experienced players do. When I go Tour Guide into Giga Brilliant to boost up my little guys around them and not go Leviair, I obviously have a BLS in hand. I'm trying to get that light in there without getting rid of my my Thunder King that's on the field. So that's definitely a plus. And being a light really does add a lot to it. For the side deck, 2 Spirit Reapers for the mirror match. 2 Fossil Dons, I explained that last time, against any deck that swarms. Special summoning, you need to do that. 2 DD Crow against the Insectors. 3 Mask Restrict, once again. There's just so many of these jank decks going around that are playing like cards like Regeki Break and shit like that. I mean, just those decks that really just have those outlandish cards like Horn of Heaven and shit like that that really aren't played in the meta, but when they hit hard and stops everything. So I'm really starting to like Mask Restrict more and more, especially with everyone trying to run Hieratics. I mean, no sense in not doing it. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror, once again, Hieratic hate and Lightsworn hate. 2 Chain Disappearance. I take this card over Shadow Imprisoning Mirror because Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, every time I play it, I end up drawing Tour Guide, and the Tour Guide would have won me the game, but I don't have it. So Chain Disappearance, that's for those little Insector bastards. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about you. And also for Evils. You hit the Najasho, if you're lucky enough, it's fine. An experienced player will play Najasho face down and then play Evil Force, but some people just normal summon it like they're retarded. So 1 extra Torrential, because I don't main deck 2 of those, because this is one of those decks where I need my monsters to stay there. It's control. I need to be able to control you. And another card for the mirror match, Mischief of the Yokai. Really, really good card. For those who don't know what it does, each face-up monster on the field loses 2 levels until the end phase, and you can remove from play this card from the graveyard. Select 1 face-up monster and reduce its level by 1 until the end phase. This effect cannot be activated at the turn this card is sent to the graveyard. So, pretty much what happens, they go Rabbit. I go, okay, that's fine, I'm not going to stop it. They bring out their 2 dinosaurs. I flip Mischief. Now they're both level 2s. And now most Dino Rabbits do not play Gachi Gachi. So now both of those are going in the graveyard. Since Mischief of the Yokai is in the graveyard now, they play Rabbit again. They'll think twice about it because they have to waste another Rabbit. Because if they try to go into another one, I'm just going to remove from play to decrease one of their monsters by 1. They can't go Logia, they can't go Doka. It's shut. It's a pain in the ass if someone uses it against you. But yep, that's deck profile number 2. I'll be back with the 3rd one in a few minutes. Talk to Jamal for a little bit. Props. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll let you later.